I'm really excited about this conversation about NFTs. I'm here with you, Amanda, and it's amazing all that you've accomplished. Can you please introduce yourself to me, and maybe we could start talking about Serotonin, one of the companies that you co-founded and run. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Ian. So excited about this and about NFT NYC this year. I'm Amanda Cassett, and I was CMO at ConsenSys, was part of the team that brought Ethereum to market, created a lot of the best practices around crypto marketing in the 2017-2018 cycle. Was there till 2019, and then decided to bring some of the lessons from 2016 through 2019 crypto to the next generation of projects building on Web3, which I saw as DAOs and DeFi and NFTs. And so Serotonin's now, I believe, the largest crypto marketing firm, which is really fun. We got to work with a lot of great projects in the space and a lot of folks that'll be at NFT NYC. And it's super cool because by working with these companies, we get to learn what's missing in the market, what they want to use but don't have today. And that's how we gathered the insights that led us to building Mojito.
And Mojito is an interesting story in that you spun it out of Serotonin. How did you make that decision? What was the process like? Were there things that went way better than you expected? And were there like unforeseen hurdles that you wouldn't have anticipated for others that maybe are thinking about spinning out a company out of their agency or something that's kind of similar?
Yeah, for sure. So at the beginning of 2021, we started seeing a new kind of customer at Serotonin, which had traditionally worked with crypto companies. We started seeing big enterprises from Web2 approaching us in droves, looking for support getting into the NFT space. And working with these companies, we realized that they wanted to sell their own digital goods on their own owned websites. They're used to doing e-commerce, they're used to controlling the experience, and there wasn't a good option in the market for them to use. And so that's how we started building Mojito, which is a suite of d-commerce products, everything that you need to go to market as an existing rights and IP holder in Web2 to express those rights and IP as NFTs and to sell them in Web3 as digital goods. And so as we observed this, desire in the market for this kind of offering, we began reinvesting our profits at Serotonin in building our own in-house technology studio, so engineering, product, and that's the team that ended up building Mojito. And we just spun that out with our raise that included Sotheby's and CAA, who are also our partners building on Mojito. The Sotheby's Metaverse platform is built on Mojito that we're super excited about. In terms of advice for spinning out products, definitely just finding that product market fit by actually being embedded in the teams that would be customers for the product is super crucial because you can tailor make it to exactly what they need.
Now, it's been a journey, and then you have the moment of success. You bring these big names like Sotheby's in, and then you have a fundraise that's super successful. Can you kind of tell us more about the big news? And I just want you to know that me and all of us that are part of the NFT community, we celebrate with you. We're clapping, we're cheering you on, we're chanting Mojito, Mojito, Mojito. So
Thank
why don't you
you.
tell us a little bit about what that journey's been and kind of the big news of what's come about because of it?
Yeah, of course. We just announced our $20 million fundraise, which includes NEA's Connect Ventures. It includes Sotheby's, it includes CAA, Future Perfect Ventures, Sfermian, More Capital, Ancient. It's just an all-star band of supporters around this project that we're really excited to bring together and honored to have as our backers bringing Mojito to the world. And ultimately, we think we're offering the best solution out there for existing Web2 rights and IP holders to kind of make the no-brainer decision to get into Web3. And we think that with our suite of tools that we have everything those folks need to have an easy transition from Web2 to Web3, basically an all API platform that ports to an easy to use front end so that the web teams at these major brands don't have to worry about the blockchain and can just do what they do best, which is e-commerce.
there's likely going to be a lot of people at NFT NYC that are going to want your attention, want your team's attention, right? There's a lot of cool things happening. Serotonin is an agency. Mojito just raised this big round. You're inviting Web2 IP holders to come and do d-commerce on Web3. So maybe you could just let people know, what type of people and organizations are you and your team most interested in talking to? Like, who are the folks out there that you will give them your attention if they reach out to you, so that people know kind of what you're looking for?
Yeah, for sure. First of all, just looking to connect with the community IRL, because it's been too long, and I'm just looking forward to speaking with everyone and being around everyone. And I know my co-founders are as well. I would say that we're targeting the densest concentrations of IP and rights holders that have the kinds of products that folks in various parts of the crypto space would be interested in. And what we can do is white glove it and handle the entire journey into Web3. One of the other things we're excited about is the level of regulatory compliance of our platform. We have built in KYC, we have built in tax assessment. We're skating to where the puck is going in terms of where we think regulations are going to come down for NFTs. And we're very up to the latest in terms of who we work with and the kinds of compliance departments that they have. We've passed the snuff test with them, and I think folks with serious IP and rights are the folks that we're most looking for, and those are, you know, major brands, both consumer, luxury. Those are celebrities, artists. Those are sports figures, sports labels, sports leagues, music labels, media companies. I think, you know, there's been this interesting phenomenon for the past 10 years where a lot of really valuable rights and IP and content got kind of trapped in these failing media business models. And now with the success of the NFT space, it's almost as if that value is trying to break its way out. And so we're seeing a lot of media companies naturally getting very interested in the NFT space, and we're here for that.
So maybe a final question I can ask you is, you talked about skating to where the puck is going. NFT 2024. When you think about where things are going the next 2 or 3 years, or at least where you hope things are going, what are you projecting? What vision are you casting about where the puck is going to?
Yeah, for sure. And these are conversations I'm having with brands every day, getting into the space in a way that's aligned with the community. So the brands that are smart, that are coming into the space, working with us or working with other great, projects, aren't thinking, how do I sell stuff to the crypto community? They're thinking, how do I meaningfully align? Hey, I'm in an interview. Sorry.
Welcome to the party, friend. Welcome to the party.
No, it's all great. My husband, another crypto champ in his own right. But we where is it? Yeah, so not focusing so much on selling stuff to the crypto community as aligning meaningfully with the crypto community. And I think we're going to see more and more Web2 brands and Web2 celebs, labels, companies, noted figures, influencers, music, art, sports, starting to understand that Web3 mentality and starting to engage in that way. And I think it's not going to require so much explanation, that what we're doing in this space is creating an alignment between users and buyers and the team and the brand, so that we're kind of collapsing those categories and aligning everyone's incentives together. I think that notion is going to be table stakes as opposed to something that's new to people. I also think, you know, by then, there won't be a single major consumer brand that hasn't gone into the NFT space and that isn't considering digital goods to be a major part of their offering. And I say digital goods as opposed to NFTs because I think NFTs, non-fungible tokens, they're a technology, they're a means to an end, right? I don't say I'm a web company, I say I'm a company, right? And so I think it's just going to be so ubiquitous that we'll all kind of smile at even the name NFT.NYC. It'll be like calling an event internet conference.
I like that. Well, for anybody that's watching us live or sees the archive, thank you for your attention. My name is Ian Utilli. I'm one of the co-producers of NFT NYC. And Amanda, it's so great to have you join me and have you share a bit about what's happening. And I look forward to seeing you in New York.
Me too. Thanks for having me.